Hello, and welcome to Grug Gaming, and welcome back to our playthrough of Dominions 4. Well, I've decided that we're going to go ahead, and we're going to try and take this in glorious fashion. So let's go ahead, storm the castle, select all of our troops here as well, have them storm the castle. So we're storming the castle, we're taking this throne up here. We are going to be claiming this throne with our hero. Hopefully, if he dies this turn at 137 years, it'll just be tragedy. But go big or go home, they said. We have a couple more troops moving north to reinforce this. I've dumped all our gold into province defense at this point to make sure we don't lose these provinces that we're holding. So let's end this turn and see if we're able to take these fortresses. Alright, I think we're going to go ahead and watch some of these battles to see how we do, because I have a feeling, based on the fact that I'm not seeing any more announcements about us sieging anybody, that we were victorious. So we'll go ahead and watch the battles. First of all, we've claimed the Throne of Winter in the name of Grugtar. Good job, Dahuna. Thank you for coming back from the dead to do that for us. We've summoned more Pale Riders in the background. And then we had a battle in the storms. Let's view that battle. This is where that one throne is. This is a joke. Apparently the computer is a fan of humor. I've been a fan of humor my entire life. Let's not watch this battle, though. There was a battle at the Fortress of the Storms. This is us assaulting the fortress. So we have a huge amount of undead. I love the Kelp Fortress, that it's just this silly, like just a line of kelp. That's great. A Serpent King, gelatinous cubes. This jerk right here. The Sea King is a troll. Regeneration. Just huge. Look at all this. This is crazy. He does have a limp, however. Let's zoom out a bit. Oh, that's not the zoom button. There we go. And let's go ahead and watch this unfold. There won't be nearly as much magic as we're used to, because this is just a straight-on brawl. They can regenerate, so you saw there. Let's zoom in so you can see it happen and how annoying it is. As they regenerate, you'll see each turn some green numbers appear. That's the hit points that are regenerating every turn. But with this many attacks incoming on them, they're not going to be able to regenerate enough. There we go. Chew through them, boys. Show them the power of Grugtar. We can probably show them the power of Grugtar a little bit faster than that. There we are. Our Banes just kind of hanging out back here, which is fine by me. Oh yeah. These stupid gelatinous cubes. A lot of hit points. They don't take a lot of damage. They also have an acid splash attack. Anything hitting it takes a acid damage. Just scary things. We could summon these. I might want to look at that in the future. Didn't last too long though. Oh, he's in the middle. There we go. Hetheg Claw was here. I wonder who Hetheg Claw is. He's off the battlefield. Let's take a look and see. So Hetheg Claw, the Bishop Fish. There he is. This is the dumbest thing you've ever seen. So, life underneath the waves corresponds in many ways to that on dry land. Priests as well as warriors and beasts have their underwater counterparts. The legendary Bishop Fish is a strange fish with fins resembling priestly robes. It is a powerful priest, but it cannot leave its maritime realm. I don't know if this was a Pelagian unit that Femoria took over, or if this is a Fomorian-only unit. that you get underwater? Not sure. But he is the guy that took that one throne, so now that he's dead, we have very little resistance there. The Fortress of Arnbeg. This is, again, that main fortress where that throne is in the north. Let's watch this battle. We have no Wall of Undead. We've lost most of them on the march north. And they have huge numbers of these terracotta warriors. Summoned creatures that are resistant to fire. We have some slingers, some wyverns, some druids, and champions. Looks like mostly druids that they have out here. And a couple of their Fomorian giants. Let's go ahead and zoom out. I hit the right one that time. And let's watch this battle take place. I believe we have some of our communion slaves in here still. There they go. But we should also have a large amount of Phoenix power and then Pillars of Fire to cast on the enemy. And just look at our army of water elementals. Isn't that beautiful, folks? It's a time like this when we've gotten near the end of the game that we can look back on, oh, what the heck was that? Something big just happened and I'm not sure, but it looked impressive. We can look back on what we were, a small nation of Ermor, fighting desperately on all fronts against all kinds of different enemies. Building our armies, losing them over and over again, having the undead try to take us out, only to turn around and build massive armies of undead ourselves. Taking down Baratos, taking down Abyssia, watching Pelagia be wiped out by Fomorian armies. It's been an amazing journey so far, and now to get here to the end and just look at everything we're able to throw at the enemy, and think of all that we've learned. How to properly use the communions to cast the high-level spells, to put our troops in the correct position so that we don't get wiped out by flying troops attacking our rear flanks, or getting ourselves caught up against fire drakes, having too many people bunched up on the edges of our armies. We've seen a lot of progress for our military since we've started. And it looks like the enemy is about to reap the rewards that is everything we've learned. Let's zoom in a little. Here we have those captured Fomorian warriors fighting for us against their own troops. I think this is our Yeti as well. Their druids are casting spells. We're losing quite a few troops, but we still have our entire bank of mages. But if we look, see how their fatigue is all in 130s? It's going to be a couple turns until they're able to cast any more spells. But with all of these water elementals, I don't think that'll matter. We've broken through. Now it's just their terracotta warriors. But I don't think they'll stand up very long against this wave of elementals that we have. A couple fire snakes, again, we've seen them before. They don't impress us whatsoever. Lots of lightning spells being cast. Our Yeti is holding up pretty well. I'm surprised he's still alive. That's not the Yeti. There's the Yeti. He is bleeding profusely, but we'll see if he survives the battle. There, we've broken in. We're getting past the terracotta warriors now. A lot of their troops are starting to flee the battlefield. What is this guy? Ugin, the High Magus. Wow. There's just a lot of power on the field right now. There they go. They're starting to rout. Almost completely routed. Pillars of Fire being cast on them. It's pretty much this lone unmarked champion holding out against us with this one last druid here. And a sea troll causing us a little bit of trouble, holding up the works. Come on, troll, get out of the way. Yeah, we have a date with destiny. There we go. Their last druid here should fall fairly quickly. And there we go. We have another druid hiding here. What do you know? Take that, Femoria. That's routed them completely. So in that battle, we lost a couple of those Jade Sorceresses, a couple of our bishops and archbishops, a couple augurs to communions, and a bunch of regular troops, so 63 total, versus their entire army. Unexpected event in Tenera on rest plus 35. There was an unexpected event in Might Marsh. We found some fire gems and some astral pearls. A little late, but may come in handy while defending these territories while we take over the thrones. Found another scout and took him out. Cured some afflictions. We're running out of supplies, and we had another augur die from disease in Arnbeg. Not a big deal. A lot of these troops have been diseased or injured. They've been with us for a long time. We expect to see them start to drop a bit. So, let's take a look up here. There are still quite a few armies around us, so Tarkon, you need to claim the throne. We've already claimed this throne here. So Dahuna, you need to get your butt over here and claim this other throne. No, not defend, we need you to move. Alright, so we're defending. We've claimed this throne, I do believe. Nope, we need to claim this throne as well. Claim that throne. So we've got our thrones being claimed. We'll take these troops and send them over to help defend this castle. There's no reason to have a bunch of troops hanging out here either. Pop them on this Banelord and send them north. And then we'll end the turn and see if we can hold out long enough to claim these last thrones. With the end of that turn, we see that we've claimed the Throne of Night in the name of Grugtar, and the Throne of Stability in the name of Grugtar. A couple unexpected events, another ill omen, we're ignoring that, we don't really care. And the forest has expanded unnaturally, encroached on arable land, people have been forced to move. That doesn't matter, we're about to ascend to godhood. A major event may happen in the next 6 months' time. The stars are right for evocations. Well, remember that if in 6 months we're still here. Another scout discovered and destroyed. Grandfather under siege. And a lack of supplies in Grandfather. That's okay. So we've taken this throne, the Throne of Stability, and we've taken the Throne of Night. We just need to take the High Throne. Where are you, Dahuna? The entire nation is waiting on you. We're going to hold here. Continue to recruit troops in case we need them. Don't want to get cocky at the end. Things could go horribly wrong. There are hundreds of troops surrounding us. Oh, Dahuna, don't go that way. You want to go this way. So we'll go ahead and end this turn so we can move on to the next. Alright, folks, we finished that turn out. A couple unexpected events. In the Great Mountains, hordes of peasants left their homes to search for a better place to live. Get out of here, we don't need you. We're under siege in Grandfather. That's that territory up here in the north we're not worried about. We're holding here. Dahuna, get moving north. You have a mission to complete. We're going to go ahead and end this turn. Let you folks see what happens when we let the turns end. The AI has to think about what it's going to do. A couple more unexpected events. Helheim even. A demon has possessed a herd of swine and ravaged the province for a week. Still under siege. But none of that matters, folks. Because as long as we hold this for the next turn, Dahuna, our undead mummy, who was a monkey, if you remember, died, was brought back, is a hero with heroic toughness. This amazing man, monkey man, man-ape, is going to be the savior of our nation. For he is going to claim the next throne of Ascension. Before I hit this button, I want to say thank you to everybody who's been with us since the beginning. Thank you so much for watching this playthrough. Thank you for watching us struggle and finally prevail against all of our enemies. Let's go ahead and end this turn right now with a great shout out to our first commenter ever on the channel, and somebody who has helped us work through one or two of our problems, and that's Raphael. Thank you very much for being a viewer. And everybody else who's watched, we thank you for being a viewer as well. Let's end this turn. It looks like we had a battle, but it doesn't matter. Dahuna the Mummy has claimed the high throne in the name of Grugtar. We had some unexpected events. Locals have fashioned a great wicker man for the yearly celebration of autumn. Extensive bureaucracy in our local government has become costly. Traveling sorcerer is staked by upset peasants. We found a huge treasure. In Silver Walls, where we found that treasure. Our forces defeat and attack a lumber construct that came out to attack us. And Grandfather continues to be under siege. But that's okay, because folks, with the claiming of the last throne of Ascension, we have gathered our godly power for victory. Victory, you reign supreme. You are the Pantocrator. Your enemies are cast down, broken, dead, enslaved, or imprisoned. You are the sole author of fate. You summon the tides, dictate the seasons, give or withhold fortune in life, light up the sun at dawn and quench its fires at dusk. All move according to your will. Endless eons pass. But then, at some unknowable time, there is a change. Something stirs in the void. You perceive something reminiscent of ancient longings and doubts you thought forgotten, perhaps suggestive of a sight unseen or a tune unheard. What is this thing, this longing, this faraway fleeting enigma? You lift your presence from the world, ascend from the thrones, and rush into the void, racing after that receding, beckoning something. Borne on wings of absolute authority, you race further and further away, chasing that sole thing which you do not understand. Still further away, leaving the world behind you, it becomes a fleeting memory, a distant dream, a tune unheard, a sight unseen. Down on the world you left behind, old servants and enemies feel their chains loosen. Doors thought forever shut are slowly creeping open. Ancient things long thought dead stir. The thrones sit empty, but hungry eyes have turned their gaze upon them, sensing a new dawn. Folks, we are victorious. We have ascended to godhood, and we have left this plane to allow new gods to come forth and battle in Dominions 4 to become the next god. Let's take a quick look at the map. Again, we started here in Ermor, worked our way north against Baratos, defeated Helheim and Abyssia, and then had our final struggle in the north against Femoria. This has been great fun, everyone, and we thank all of you for watching. We'll see you next time here at Grug Gaming with a new series, and hopefully you'll enjoy that as much as you've enjoyed this playthrough of Dominions 4. Thanks very much, and as always, we hope to see you soon.